Hey guys, it's Dustin. On one of my videos, I don't remember exactly which one it was commented, the guy commented telling me how tame my birds were and how he just felt like he wanted to say something to me about how cool he thought that was, and I told him my birds are fairly tame. I kind of explained to him why. He wanted to know if I had any tips on taming them, and I had mentioned in my comment back to him that I thought about doing a video on how I tame my pigeons, and he said he wanted me to, so here I am. I've got several examples I want to show you, so I've decided that it's going to be easier to take you to them than them to you, so I'm not going to use a tripod. But there's three big contributors. First one just being personality. That blue bar right there is sibling to this blue check right here. They're both cocks, so they're both males. They're siblings. I got them from a friend right after they weaned, so their life experiences have been pretty much exactly the same. And while you can see he's not crazy about me, he's not too concerned about, he doesn't really want me to mess with him, but he's not flipping out or anything. Whereas this blue bar, if I come over here near him and reach out, he will not let me get close to him. He wants to fly away. I chase him all around the loft, and that's just his personality. Second would be their how they've grown up. These pigeons, like this one here, that one there, I raised them from babies. And you see I got a piece of food here, and she's sitting on her nest, real defensive, but I can still feed her. See, she just took that from my hand. She's going to eat it. I raised them from babies on formula. But I was going to show you, I got a couple of white racing homer squabs. They just weaned from a friend. And because feeding them formula and hand raising them can be quite time consuming, what you can do, especially if you have a larger amount of birds and you just want to add to their tameness, I go ahead and pick them up gently. And all you have to do is just hold them. You want them to get used to your hands. They're at the stage in life right now where they're figuring everything out. They're coming out of their nest now. They're learning about the world. And all you have to do is teach them that your hands are part of the world. If you neglect picking them up and holding them, rubbing them, just keeping them calm in your hand, if you neglect that at this stage in their life where they've just left the nest, you're going to wind up with wild, crazy birds that don't want you to mess with them. And I can show you this, well, I won't really show you right now, but you can get a pretty similar result after they're older just by making sure to hold them a lot, and hand feeding is definitely important. Right now I'm just worried about these two white birds settling in. However, I'll start hand feeding them and stuff and do plenty of that. It just helps tame them. It's pretty simple, but if you neglect it, your birds will be crazy and wild. But also, their living circumstances affect everything. You can see these pigeons, they're in these nest boxes where I can get in here and mess with them. I raised this hen up last year. She knows who I am. She was about to lay an egg and doesn't want me to mess with her, but, he's the same way. I got him as an adult, and he wasn't tame then, but he's tamed down a lot more now. He's not flipping out over me putting my hand in there. I can hand feed him and all that. He'll fly out of my hand, that kind of stuff. So keeping them in an area like this makes it easy to handle them. If you have them in individual breeding pens that are, a little bigger than this, but you keep them in there and you don't let them out like mine are here, then that's going to make it easier to catch them, easier to handle them. As a result, you will catch them and handle them more, and they'll become tamer and more used to you. Pigeons get used to you pretty easily, but I will point out again, this blue bar, he obviously doesn't want me to mess with him. If they've got a really crazy personality, they may still stay wild. You can see he's crouching down, trying to get in the corner. It is not near the same thing as if I come over here and say, hey Coco, come here. And he doesn't want me to pick him up, or here Ash, I can reach over, pick him up. Doesn't matter. But, yeah, but if he was hungry, he'd come land on my shoulder. This one rides around on my shoulder, so it's pretty simple, but you have to pay a lot of attention to how you treat them when they're younger, and if you neglect it, then if you neglect holding them and stuff when they're younger, that's where it'll really hurt you. So it's really not all that complicated. If you think about it, it's really fairly common sense, but that's all there is to it. So hope you all enjoyed. You know, make sure, especially with colored birds that you're going to be handling a lot for shows and things, you know, make sure you're handling them as youngsters. It'll go a long ways for you. I mean, you see me. I can grab another piece of food. She's got a lot of food in here. Yeah, I can come over here and hold it out to that hen, and she'll take it from my hand. See, there she goes. She's eating it. Of course, she'll also still bite me if I do this. She doesn't like that, but you can see it makes a big difference. You can't feed most pigeons on a nest. I certainly couldn't this roller hen in here, who was given to me as a rescue as an adult. That's really all there is, though. And you got to see my 2 white birds I got. So, real happy about that. You can see they're not so sure about me yet, but this is an important part of their life right now for me to make sure I'm parenting them, so to speak. You know, making sure I get them used to me. See, he's just holding still. He's a little bit nervous, but he'll get used to this, and it'll go a long ways for me as they get older. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. This is also another one I tamed down as an adult, and he just has a really nice personality. This one does, so that's just who he is. I got him as an adult. He's the opposite of this blue bar over here. But, yep, thanks for watching.